Going on YouTube, got an update for the Cutty. Got the floor pan in. As you can see, got my welds looking good, growing it down. Won't even notice it. I etch prime it, chassis saver it, and then seam seal it. I still got to put the cross beam in. I got to etch prime this. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to take it in the booth and I'm going to etch prime it and chassis saver that before I weld that down. As you can see, I got her all welded pretty good. You can't even tell. For a first timer, it ain't bad. First time welder, first timer. Just got to wire wheel everything up and get it all ready for the etching primer and chassis saver. Yep. Got that done. Got this little piece I gotta work on next. I cut that out of my other one, I'll show you. As you can see, I cut that out of the other one, so I'll weld that in. So I got a little work ahead of me. I got my rocker panels in. Here they are. These are the OEM ones. These are the ones Gbody Parts is selling. The OEM steel ones. They're more expensive ones, but they didn't ever answer the phone. So I called up Goodmark, and Goodmark said they're the ones that sell them to them. So I had Summit Racing match their price, and then yep, and that's where I got them from. But they go like that. These are the Cutlass ones. They go all the way back in if you need that much, you know. These are the OEM marking ones. They go all the way up to there. So yeah, that's the whole rocker right there. Like I said, they're from Goodmark Industries, but I got them from Summit personally. I just had Summit match the price of the Gbody parts. They weren't going to do it first, but they ended up doing it. I got them to do it. But yeah, I got one for each side, so I'll be getting new rockers. Said I got the quarter panels, floor pans done. I just got to take and put this up on the lift. I'm going to put it on a lift, and I'm going to do the etch prime and chassis saver the hole underneath of this, and then I'm going to throw it on my other frame y'all seen in the previous videos. And this frame's getting taken out of here. So yep, getting close. That way I put my fenders on and start working on them. Just made this today. I don't know if y'all got a Cutty. This is what I did. The air dams that go underneath the front, my plastic one was cracking, and instead of repairing it, the teacher here gave me an idea just to make one out of steel. So I said, why not? And that's what I did. I traced it out with a cardboard, and then I traced it out on sheet metal, and then I took it over to the brake, you know, and I bent it. You know what I'm saying? And there it is. It's the air dam for a Cutlass Gbody. Yep. So that's a little bit of update I got. Got some more work on my fenders or front bumpers and rear, and then my wing. So I got a little bit of work ahead of me. Yep. Still got to do the T-top. I got all the body work done on. I got all the highs taken out and all filled in and leveled. I got the 3M filler on there with some glazed putty over that. Any of the small spots, but yeah, it feels good. So got that good. So progress coming on a little bit slowly. Like I said, this is all, you know, first time doing all this, but I'm learning. I still got to do my door skins next. I'll start on them tomorrow probably, after I take that in the paint booth. So, but yeah, coming along. Show you some of the other cars here. Got this 64 here coming along. Got these quarter panels on. Got his trunk on. He's starting to work on a little filler. Some Duraglass on there. Using the Duraglass in areas where you might get moisture, you know. Sand that down, and then needed go over it with the filler and etc. But yeah. So that'll be it. That's the update. Let me know what y'all think. Try to keep more coming. Yes, sir. Take you over in the second year and show you some of the stuff they got going on over there. So there's the one booth. That welder room. Got a frame straightener. Another little room here. Got all of our hammers and stuff and guns. And there's what we use for welding aluminum and thicker steel, the Miller 251. It's more or less for the aluminum. We haven't got to that yet. And here's second year. They do PPG over here. These are all their toolboxes, Mac, nickel, parts room. And they got everything organized all nice and neat. Yep. Yep, PPG in second year over here, and then they do the DuPont over there. Yeah, this is how clean his room is. This is all PPG. They got a booth here, then they got another booth over there. Then they got that curtain way over there, as you can see. But I guess the STATA guy told us yesterday we couldn't use that because we don't have a roof on it, so I guess we'll be using these and these. Yep, that's the second year. They want us to do all newer stuff and collisions over here. First year is just old schools, restoration, metalwork, stuff like that. Yep. Back to first year. Cutting torches and air hammers and chisels and kinds of little things. But yep, that's what they do. They be using. This is just a little storage room here, I'm guessing. Got all the air tools up in here. So in here we're straight and tearing them down real quick. I think it's like a 26 or 36 grade, I think. 26. Tears it down real quick. Got some piano wire and our cutting tools for windows and all the hammers. The good snap-on hammer. Yep. Plasma cutter. I think I already showed you all that. Here's our air setup. Sharpie 606B. These are older ones. They just put all new ones in second year, so I'm sure they're a little upgraded. But I know they still use the Sharp. There's our plasma cutter. Yep, I'll show you the air compressor that runs the whole school. I'm sure some of you are probably interested. These things are huge. Maybe a little loud, so bear with me. Here's all of our buffing products. But yeah. Got air compressor. They were talking about plumbing these tanks in, just to use them for backup. It's like a storage up here. Yeah, that's the air compressor though. They're definitely huge. Here's one of the newer Sharp 606B. Newer setups. Like I said, it's got to already be dry air by the time it gets to here. So you're going to have your piping run pretty good. But yep, that's the setups going on over here. And I showed you they had PPG over here and DuPont's over here. As you can see, this room's a little more messier. That guy keeps his a little more cleaner. They just dump the waste right into these old barrels. I think carb choke cleaner, clean your guns out, I think, I'm pretty sure. Scale for weighing up your paint and color charts and yeah, a little bit of everything. A little roller. Some of our priming products for the surface area. This guy's been working hard on this 5.0. It's going to look pretty nice. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Ford fan, but this 5.0 is going to be on point. Some of the welders I'll show you, we get them from a urethane supply company, but any of you learning how to plastic weld, I know LS Warren, you'd be doing them epoxy, but this, you might want to be interested. It's from the urethane supply. These little welding guns are great. Let's see if we can find one in one of these. There. Got little holes you shove the tubes in. See what I'm saying? Shove these tubes right in that hole and you just feed it right through. They got different types. Usually all plastic will tell you what it is. They'll tell you which rod and which stick to use. It's definitely a nice little investment. These are, I looked up online, they're like $179 for this Model 6, but now they come up with a Model 7 which got a better heating element in it that don't go as bad, and they want like 200 something for that one. But yeah, urethane supply company, they got these airless plastic welder. Check them out if you're interested in welding plastic, you know, instead of using soldering guns. That's how they do it. And then they use these mesh screens here, you know, different sizes for different thicknesses and whatever you're working on, but to reinforce it, it's more or less like rebar, you know what I mean? You melt the plastic in it, gives it that strength. But yeah, see the plastic welding area. Then we use to go over all of our flexible bumpers, this stuff. Polyflex flexible polyester glazing putty. It's just like that Evercoat I showed you guys in the previous videos, but this is flexible for plastic bumpers or any flexible plastic. Stuff's nice. Yeah. Got little punches for punching holes, or otherwise a flange punch. We also got some other ones. Different welds we got to do. There's beads, butt weld, spot weld, plug weld. Plug weld 5 holes with no backing, and a cool butt, and a plug and crimp. We gotta hand all of them in. There's all of our welders for pulling out dents. You know, you just weld these into a dent, and you can pull it out. You know, get all hot, or you can use it for shrinking metal. Just get it hot and pound her down while it's hot. Yep. So that's what I got for y'all. There's our bending machine, and there's our porta powers. These work great too for pulling dents out and stuff. But yep, that's the update. Y'all stay tuned for more. Let me know what y'all think. Alright, YouTube.